Hi folks, so you want to be your own general contractor? I'm here to tell you you can do it. Even on a larger job, depending on your skill set, you don't necessarily need me and you can save yourself some money. So to give you a feel for it, I'm going to go over a foundation installation from a recent addition we put onto a house, and you can get a sense of what it takes, see if you're up to the task. A foundation is relatively straightforward. You get the drawings and then you go to the city, get the building permit, dig the hole, put the concrete forms up, pour the concrete, do the waterproofing, fill in the rest of the hole, and you're good to go. Now my job as a general contractor is to look out for you. Make sure everything is being built properly. So if you are your own general contractor, you got to look out for yourself. Let me give you some things that you should look out for. After you go through the fun process of dealing with the city and get your permit, when the hole is dug, Murphy's Law says it's going to rain. And when it rains, the whole walls are going to collapse, so you want to get that foundation in as quick as possible. Here you see the footing is being poured with the rebar stems being installed, and what you're seeing is good. It passes code, but it's not what was drawn. So I pointed that out and we had to go back and add additional rebar. Here you can see a nice job inside the form. They've installed all the rebar. They'll pour the concrete inside that. Here's another spot where the rebar is drilled into the existing foundation to make it a continuous structure. But on this side, you can see an honest mistake. I was there when they drilled the holes. They just forgot to run the rebar into the foundation. So the boys had to open this up and reinstall it. Moving on, this is the waterproofing tar they spray on the outside of the foundation to keep the water from getting inside. You can see it didn't make it down to the bottom. Here's the tape measure showing at this spot it's at least 16 inches that's exposed, so they had to respray it, and then they move on to the membrane. This is the final job, looks real good, but what you didn't see was the original membrane that was installed. Here you can see at the bottom it doesn't run flat against the wall. It's bent out, and in fact it's covering the weeping tile, which is your drain. Sort of defeats the purpose if you can't get the water to the drain. Not only that, there were some places where it was cut short, and so it didn't run down to the bottom of the foundation. We had to rip all this out and redo it. Ultimately, we get the finished product, and we know it's a good job. It's built right. Just a couple pictures here at the end. You can see some construction stuff was dropped off on a Friday afternoon and right smack dab on top of the neighbor's parking space. And another point, gravel was dumped in the driveway with the assurance to the homeowner it was going to be gone by the end of the day. It wasn't. So I showed up Saturday morning, shoveled it into the bins, keep the neighbor happy. All in all, it took 13 companies to get to this point. So there you have it. You can indeed be your own general contractor, just some things to consider. It's not something you can do with a few calls during the day and then take the rest on when you get home from work. You got to be present. You got to be available. In the end, it comes down to the quality of your home.